Team Secrets turn to ban.
Nah.
Radiant Team ban. Team Secrets turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant Team ban.
Oh. Riki.
Radiant Team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Legion Commander!
Radiant Team pick.
Vengeful spirit.
Team Secrets turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Aladdin.
Radiant Team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Team Secrets turn to ban. Radiant Team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Huh?
Team Secrets turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Lena.
Team Secret's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Templar Assassin.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining.
Pudge.
Team Secret's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Shadow Shaman.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 5 seconds remaining.
Kill you all.
Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Lycan.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Sven stands ready.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Thank you very much, Paul. And indeed, we're getting ready for the second series of the day here on the mainstream. Secret versus IG. I thought maybe we'd turn up today, Purge, and it'd be like, it's just the same picture we saw yesterday. It's more variety. Obviously, a picture you would have seen if you've been watching the other streams. But we're getting Sven, we're getting Lycan, Shaman from Secret. What's going on, Kevin?
Yeah, just as the meta is starting to settle a little bit, we're seeing these random picks that come out, and it's kind of fun to watch. A little bit of spiciness every time. It's exciting to see Shadow Shaman picked after finally patch after patch after patch not being played with. But
I mean, what's been the problem with Shaman?
There's better heroes. His ultimate's kind of hard to utilize. It's good at pushing buildings, but against heroes it's kind of bad. So there's some fixes with it in some ways. It's trying to be... I think the way that they changed it, it's more of a... it gets split shot with an Ags, which is better against heroes, whereas if you would buy the Ags before, it'd just do more damage, so it'd be better just killing towers, kind of. So, not to mention the hero's better at zoning now, way more damage, lower range. It's a lot of good trade-offs for the hero.
Look at this here, IG with the level 1 smoke. The stun locks there onto mid one. He will have the aphotic shield to help him out a little bit. Refraction is not going to cut it against the Rod of bo3, and IG pick up first blood for burning here with a very, very strong smoke. I mean, these three heroes together, there's so much killing potential.
Yeah, like Rod level 1, permanent 30% slow. Usually it takes like 4 or 5 heroes to get a kill, but with 2 stuns to guarantee the gap close for bo3 and then walk them down. Easy kills. Really do like the IG draft a lot. Just feels like it can do so much. They have tons of disables, they have tons of gank options. It's looking really strong.
And what kind of with secrets you mentioned, Shaman being a hero that we don't see as much because normally there's kind of better options. It feels like in terms of the carry position, Sven's sort of that hero as well. There's a lot of games where we don't see Sven because there are better options, but Burning, picking it up this time around. What makes Sven the pick, do you feel, that for IG this game?
I think like what the panel covered, basically, there's a ton of physical damage coming from Secret, and just by popping Warcry gives the team 20 armor for 8 seconds. That's a huge amount of survivability, especially for heroes like Pudge and Lina. Normally have to buy an armor item themselves to be survivable, but now against a Lycan and a TA, everybody can be survivable. And Sven did get some little buffs. I think the one big difference is the -8 second Stormhammer cooldown. That puts it down to a 5 second AoE stun cooldown. That's going to be really valuable ultra late game.
Look at this again, bottom lane, IG getting in close and personal with Kez, who bring them down to less than half. Puppey will be there to force them back. IG get very aggressive on this bottom lane. See if that kind of forces Puppey to stay around, or if Kezu will just simply have to play safer. And there is a lot of killing potential here from IG.
He's going the wrong way. He just needs to approach from the side, see if the enemies are still here. Yeah, they're all three heroes are still here. Maybe they kill Puppey here.
Down.
He's going to have to mango for it.
He's going to be out of range of the sentry, though. So unfortunate for IG. They don't get the connection with the Stormhammer.
That was a huge mistake from Burning, actually. Costing him a mango and a stun, and he got no follow-up. I didn't think he was going to go for it because Pudge was too far to catch up, and the Venge stun caught him right at the edge. But they were probably already planning to go for the Puppey kill if he did approach there. So just a little bit of a mistake. Rare mistake from Burning.
Up on the top lane, XXS dealing with both Pylite and MP. Already CS-wise, not getting too much in this lane. Do you feel he's going to be alright up here, or is this Shaman strong enough to harass a Legion out the lane? Yeah,
this is actually a rare case where Legion is not the best at trading hits, just because Lycan is really good at right-clicking. He's got a poor man's of his own, bonus damage from Feral Impulse, and Shadow Shaman hits for 71 base damage on average right now with no items. So that's a pretty good trade. Not to mention Aethershock is amazing level 1 skill for zoning, 140 damage for 95 mana. Really good. He will still get some farm in that lane, though. In the mid lane, TA, how's she doing? 7 and 6 versus OP 7 and 1. So they're both hampering each other's progress just a little bit here.
On top lane, we see Pi just consistently just running XXS back towards his tower.
Kind of. He's still there, though.
He still keeps coming in on very minimal health. XXS, no fear at all. He's out of regen now, so we'll have to back up. We'll see Pudge take the lane, get himself a bit of XP, Baboka. Let's see what he can find. Pi is low on mana, so a little less threatened by the Shaman, but there we have it, 71 punches through. Yeah,
so they already used Shrine for Legion Commander. He's now going back to base to get a full heal, and in the meantime, Pudge rotated in. So I like that IG planned this perfectly, and that Baboka was there at the exact moment when Legion was about ready to leave. That way they could guarantee they both get the experience if needed.
Down bottom, Puppey. Just keeping eyes on the pools being made by Q, sapping some of the XP out.
Yep, and interrupting the large camp so it doesn't connect. So that should push the wave now. We guarantee some experience gain. Limit what that sentry would do as well. But he hasn't really accomplished that much, kind of similar to what Pudge just did. It was cool what they did. Didn't really give him a lot, but maybe they'll fish for an opportunity. But they could maybe do that against OP as well. This is a good timing here. He doesn't actually have stun on Lina.
He does have the sentry down though, so could be hard for Puppey to get in on the mid lane. Looks like he's actually gonna...
He's looking for a courier anyways.
Yeah, potentially.
Or going to the top lane. Maybe, no, he's prepping for top rune, actually. That's the one that most people go for anyways, so why not go for the rune that Lina's likely going to check, and maybe they can kill him there. He's got level 2 as well, so they will have a smoke screen at least. And they don't yet know. The problem is that mid one's so low in HP that it's kind of dangerous for them to do a fight, so I guess Puppey will just rotate for the bounty instead. Just, it's difficult for Puppey to find somewhere where he can actually help right now. Him not being able to pressure the tri-lane was difficult. He can kind of poke on the Lina, but he's got to wait until mid one gets his bottle, and he's just getting it now, so he didn't have that opportunity. I guess top is the way to go now. Now that Pylite actually has full mana, this is the place they can get a kill.
But Boker is going to be there with XXS, but it's 3 versus 2. He gets the jump on who? Boker at the moment just taking down some of the walls that MP was using to scout out the Pudge's movement. So a little bit of micro there to make sure the Secret know where Baboka's moving to.
That's definitely the hero I'd gone. Pudge is a lot easier to kill than a poor man's shield 3 armor Legion Commander. So Pudge hopefully is with the initiate on. I don't even know if they see him. Puppey might not have spotted him.
Puppey saw them walk over. I'm actually saying that they are going to go on to the potentially harder target, looking for XXS. He's got that bonus movement speed, and in fact, Puppey's the one hooked under the tower, and IG will beautifully turn that round, and maybe at the end of the day, as you mentioned, Pudge, would have been a bit safer to go on the Pudge. And
even then, they really mis-executed. Puppey made a big mistake there. He needed to put the smoke cloud down as the shackle ended, because XXS instantly casted overwhelming odds and got a movement speed bonus. He might die here, though.
Kill. Yeah, he's walked back into a shackle. The movement speed's not going to save him this time, and a bit of stroke of fortune there for Secret. XXS gets a little too confident, coming back in very, very low in health.
I think that was just a smart skill build choice from Pylite here. Rather than get 2 points in Aethershock, he got 2 in Shackles. Gives him 80 more damage and another 0.75 seconds of disable, which ended up being enough to get the kill. Whereas 1 Aethershock wouldn't have killed him, certainly. Nice pressure there. Either way, Puppey having some trouble making his roam effective here. Goes back to the top lane now. We'll hopefully get a kill, but picking up level 3 now.
Picked up a smoke as well, so maybe hoping to get Pi involved with some sort of movement. Maybe even looking towards the mid lane. We see the Lina, backing off, clearing up some of the camps in the jungle. CS spies for the two mid laners. TA, of course, getting a bit more of a break. Mid one, getting that space with Legion, the Lina heading into the jungle. Stacks. We've got the stack already being created up towards the north on Secret's half of the map. The Ancients will be there for mid one to feast upon. And, a massive Ancient stack, in fact, over on the side of the Radiant for IG. I mean, imagine, well, that's being scaled up to give over to Burning. Yeah, he's already got the 3 points in the cleave. That's going to be a huge amount of gold for this Sven if they're able to take that safely without Secret getting their nose in there.
Yeah, he can definitely do it soon. I mean, he's almost 6. He's going to go Mask of Madness. It's one of the best attack speed items in the early game. Does give him -5 armor, but it's pretty easy to use on Sven. You can use ulti, Warcry, and then pop it, and easily initiate without fearing of using the silence. So... or casting his spells in the meantime. So he'll clear that pretty soon, and he'll clear pretty fast too when with Vengeance there as well.
I think we're going to see Q go for another stack potential. He's got to get the timing bang on for this. Can he do it? Get that extra bit of gold. I think he's got it, hasn't he? Look at that. That is that's a lot of gold, Purge. I don't know the maths, but that's, and as you said, we could very well see Burning move over there soon to make sure that they do secure it. There is a tier on the other side. It would obviously be very hard for Secret to steal it from them. Yeah,
I mean, Tia is great at Ancienting, but definitely not this early in that kind of position on the map. It just wouldn't be safe. The place that everybody teleports to.
He's TPing straight to the shrine and getting in. We go mid lane, though, so it's going to be where the aggression comes through from Secret as they move in with the shackles onto Lina. They're now going to move over to the Ancients. They're actually going to find Burning doing this. This is a perfect time for Secret to come across. They know what's there. I mean, even though with that knowledge, can they do anything to stop him? I guess they can slow him down and make sure during this God Strength he doesn't.
That's huge, actually. I mean, it only lasts for 25 seconds, and he's only going to get like 5 to 10 seconds of it.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to finish it with this one.
Yeah, all that took to mess it up was just a run past, just a little drive-by, and now he's going to jungle the whole thing so much slower, and in fact, like half as fast.
They do get a kill on Pi, though, who was AFK in the river, but bo3 on the high ground just hooks him straight up, and I get the Shaman. Bit of a freebie. OP's going to come across and help, so even though they don't have the God Strength, just pulling in the whole team to make sure that Burning is still able to finish this off at the end of the day. He's falling incredibly low, though. Does still have the Shrine, and they will get it, but indeed at a lot slower of a pace than they would have hoped initially.
That was really effective for Secret, considering that they also got OP in a kill there. It just got so easy when they used Shackle on Lina. I mean, Lina's certainly vulnerable to right clicks, but throwing in a little bit of Disable on top, that just makes everything cake. And in the meantime, Pylai finally getting some needed levels. I mean, he's been sacrificing heavily for his team, only now having brown boots. So now he gets levels in the lane, as long as XXS doesn't deny everything. And hopefully for him, a faster level 6. I feel like he's been sacrificing for the team, doing more, whereas Puppy's kind of just been walking around the map for 8 minutes. Puppy has picked up level 5 at least, so he has at least accomplished some really solid leveling.
Mask of Madness complete now for Burning on the Sven. I'll be interested to see where he goes from this. Do you feel that for Sven, Mask of Madness it is like an item you have to buy? Or?
I don't think you have to buy, but it's definitely super good right now. Just because Echo Saber was generally the item before. You'd go like Treads Echo, maybe with a Blink Dagger, into a BKB. Echo's still good, but Mask of Madness is quite a bit cheaper. Echo Saber is something like, what, 2,500 gold? 2650, I believe, and Mask of Madness is only 1700, so you're shaving off 800 gold there, and it arguably gives you much better attack speed.
Yeah.
It gives you definitely better burst. Echo Saber is great for the first like 3 to 4 hits. It gives you more attack speed probably, but over the course of 8 seconds, Mask of Madness is way better. And Mask of Madness is way better farming too, because it gives you sustain,
for sure,
which Echo Saber doesn't.
Yeah, make sure you're, which is very good against these heroes like the Riki. You know, you don't want to be low health jungling with Puppy moving around the map.
Exactly. Less mana this way, but considering it's only 25 mana to cast Mask, it really solves a lot of what Sven needs.
You can see this throughout MP constantly using the walls to just follow around the members of IG. Here we saw in there just keeping it on Burning, making sure that they know where this Burning Q movement's coming from.
That's really interesting, actually. The AUI was talking about this yesterday. He actually doesn't like getting max wolves right away. He goes more for Howl and Feral Impulse to buff up his team's HP during the night times. That way they don't die as often. But the faster you get level 4 wolves, now he can use it for vision. It's something that Lycan consistently did in the past, but cool to see it happening again despite the other good skills.
Top lane Pi does manage to TP out in time. Mid lane's going to be where the goes made. OP goes down to the Mail Strike of Mid 1 and Secret. Can they look for more? They got the trap slow onto bo3. Mid 1 Puppy and MP looking to dive down. A second Mail Strike. Mid 1 picks up the double. They get Q as well. They've got to be careful now of XXS TPing in. Puppey hiding himself with the tricks of the trade. Pi turns up though in time with the shackles, and they'll get themselves a third triple kill for mid one. Our Secret just swarm IG in the mid lane, and they just throw body after body at them.
Yeah, this is the period of the game where Secret's physical damage heaviness is really effective, because if Sven isn't there taking a team fight with Warcry, there's nobody that can make Pudge tanky or Avenge tanky or Lina tanky. These guys are dying really fast to heroes like TA and Lycan.
We have as well talking about Lycan. The second Mask of Madness in this game being picked up, MP having it. Something that we were kind of talking about yesterday absolutely makes sense as well on this hero, doesn't it? It does so much. You cast your Wolves, you cast your Howl, you cast your ult, and then you just run in and attack really rapidly. And the minus armor is not that big of a deal because you can usually just run away if things get iffy. And his overall farm speed when he's just hitting creeps is so much faster than traditional builds like Medallion, maybe Armlet. Armlet's still super value item, but just getting around the map faster and having the full sustain is really good on this hero. So it looks like IG's going to be grouping up, trying to pressure mid. Pudge is going to have to land a hook on an important hero. I think that's going to be crucial to these fights. If you can grab Shadow Shaman and get him out of position, that could change everything. Even the TA, hooking him in would be great, because he can also rot off the refraction. One just being very careful with his position, and absolutely has to be with these four heroes. That again, though, these wolves, you know, consistently giving all the information Secret needs in terms of how many are in that mid lane looking to pressure, and allowing Secret to have this read of the map where they can afford to have Keza moving incredibly aggressively down on the bottom. IG will still go in onto the tower. The fortification comes out mid one, spooking them away with the refraction and the slow. Has the haste rune. Won't look to chase that. Just it keeps them off the tower. And as soon as he presses God Strength, they just glyph it. Stops Mask of Mana, stops God Strength, and IG's full push is kind of just countered with one hotkey. Kind of a mistake. It was good that they showed up, but Secret played that last like 15-20 seconds so much better. And immediately after, when they back, Secret smokes because they know that IG's going to back off. They're going to go to the jungle. They're not going to have God Strength. This is the perfect time to fight here. And if they can win a fight, they can take the tier 1 as well. This could be huge for Secret if they win this. They get away with this. You know, mid one's got that blink as well, so he's ready to jump in deep and back these guys up. There, they'll find Burning. Warcry just about to wear off as well. They'll drop the smoke screen into the shackle. He will be hooked by bo3, Burning, chased down by MP, and there's the blink 4 from mid one. Dives behind the tier 1, instantly picks up a second. Secret with some very, very tight, cohesive teamwork here in these early 13 minutes of the game. The wards are dropped, the fortification is there, but they should still get this tower, no problem. Bottom lane, Kezu could be in trouble. Q and XXS eyeing him up. They'll go for the duel straight away, but he still has the borrowed time, so the duel win won't be successful, and it looks like they won't even get the kill. Puppey's there with the smoke screen to make sure that IG can't chase him down. And at the end of the day, Secret getting 2 kills and an objective, and not losing anything in return. And mid one, okay, he's diving deep. Maybe a little too deep. bo3's there with the hook. Now, tricks of the trade. bo3's trapped in the tree line. XXS as well could be in trouble. Mid one has the aphotic shield on him, trying to get himself out. XXS going for the chase down. Doesn't have the duel, but the Laguna Blade comes through from OP. They bring down mid one. Burning with the God Strength, looking for Pylai Die, but Pylai Die turns him into a chicken, looks for the die, and Pylai Die! He gets the deny off there as he hexes up, walks into the creep camp. But at the end of the day, it's still great for IG. They managed to get 3 because they got mid one as well. It was getting a lot of flow, a lot of big, you know, kind of a good lead in this game.
Yeah, the crucial thing that IG did there was when they felt pressured, they got into the trees. So it made it a lot harder for Secret to engage, hit the heroes that they wanted, and escape afterwards. So they overly committed to some of those heroes. They kind of played it safe, but they just got caught repeatedly. The hook shot, or the hook on the TA was massive as well, got him into the trees, broke his refraction charges. If you don't have to work through refraction charges, the game just becomes so much easier. And then because they were overdived, Burning got to hit from the side, killed a Shadow Shaman first. Just really nice plays from IG
he
there.
didn't get the kill on Shaman in the end.
He didn't, but
he still forced him to kill himself.
Exactly, and he's no shackle on a more important hero to try to allow TA to get a double kill before he goes down. That kind of stuff is massive.
Yeah, what do you think about this from bo3? I know Midas is all the rage at the moment, but Tranquil straight into the Midas. No sort of mobility item for this Pudge.
Yeah, I think it's okay here. It's obviously Midas is very popular right now, and there are some other builds that are really effective sometimes. I like something like a mix of mobility items with the Blade Mail. I think is really smart on Pudge. But just grabbing the Midas first, I think it's worth it. You basically already have a Force Staff with Meat Hook if you land them. He's definitely missed quite a few this game. Maybe playing a slightly ineffective Pudge, but I think he can get away with this, and it helps guarantee that those other really important Pudge items that are game-winning, like Aether Lens, Force Staff, stuff like that, Blink Dagger. All of those items are so good on Pudge, and the faster he hits 20, you get the GPM perk to buy those items, and the faster he gets his Midas, just accelerates all that. So I think it's worth it on Pudge, definitely.
Well, IG with the smoke, ready to go. Ults are available, God Strength there. I believe that the walls maybe scouted out that. They have.
so.
I believe some of the walls just died. It looked very close, but
Okay.
I mean, Secret is still sticking down it. Burning. Just going to run straight in and dispatch of these wards. I mean, it's a fair bit of gold, and you're stopping them from getting a tier 2. So Burning will be happy with that bonus. What is it? Yeah, 37 or so per piece. And that's quite a bit of a chunk.
And the other aspect was that Secret wasn't actually hitting the tower with their heroes because they knew there was a threat of getting initiated on. So they let the tower, the wards do the work, and that's why Burning came forward to reveal himself. The Pudge already kind of revealed the gank. So Secret backs out from that. They commit wards, they lose wards, but not a big deal. That's what they're for. Drop them at towers, hit the buildings.
Start to see IG looking for more of those plays. XXS in the middle lane, very close to having the blink complete. Bottom, I and Kezu eyeing up Burning. The two of these actually kill him, that's the question. He's pretty tanky. Bring him down to half health, and looks like it would just be the Rasmus out lane. He's actually ready to turn. Kezu does have borrowed time, just pops in immediately and looks to get himself out of there. Burning, continue to chase, does have backup on the way.
He might die
those
now.
procs, trying to slow him down. Looks like he will hold back. The rest of the team couldn't quite get there in time, and at the same time, elsewhere, mid one managed to find the jump in and get a quick solo kill onto Q.
Quick kill. Does go for Blink before Deso. Maybe a little unexpected there for Q. But nice pickup. Kind of interesting to see Burning's build. He's going, he went S and Y, now he's going to BKB. He also grabbed the Talent Tree perk, the mana one, which is interesting. It's another way to get around the problem of skipping Echo Saber. He doesn't have to necessarily buy it for the mana pool. So making it work pretty well. And just the S and Y plus Mask of Madness, he's going to be really fast now, and in some ways more competitive at dealing with heroes like Lycan, who are also fast. So I think his build adjustment has been good here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And as we saw, I mean, you need to have at least one of the cores there on Secret to have the chance of bringing down Burning. Much too tanky for the supports, even Kezu on the offlane to deal with. They need that extra bit of damage.
I actually wonder if Secret, if they would have hexed on the Sven instead of shackling first, they might have killed him because he was able to get Warcry off, which made him basically invulnerable. Maybe they can work him down otherwise. At least get him lower.
Oh, look at this up top puppy. Amid one finding OP, gets himself out of the smoke screen, turns around. The stun is going to be off point. The hook from bo3 is it grabs mid one in the midst of it all with the magic missile, allowing Burning to move in for the hit. They should bring him down. Oh, mid one does find the Pudge with him, but it will be IG taking two as they find Puppy as well, post tricks of the trade.
I didn't see when Lina picked up this plate mail. It might have been right at the start of that fight. Because she looked so tanky there.
Yeah.
At first I thought, oh, it's just because TA doesn't have Deso first, but he even got hit with Melt Strikes, I'm pretty sure. Surely he should have gone lower, but that plate mail pickup absolutely changed that gank if it was before, because you could really see how hard to kill he was. And Secret was not expecting that. They overcommit. Pudge gets there in time. Perfect hook on the TA. And that gives him Roshan at 19 minutes into the game when Secret was not anticipating this tempo change.
No, MP and Kezu just turning up a little too late to do anything. And even if they were early, it might have been hard to. At the same time there was that kill happened by the Shrine, down bottom lane. Secret were able to finish off the tier 2. They also got a kill onto XSS on his Legion commander. Actually, interesting as well. Midas on the mind. He had the money for the Blink Dagger, but he said, screw it, I'm buying a straight up Midas. MP, big kill here for IG as they find him by their own ancients, will be chain stunned. And Burning, bo3 and Q taking down the dog. That's
a big one.
That's a big freebie.
I didn't see how that fight started, how he got caught, but he did use Shapeshift to try to run to the Roshan pit in time. So there's also a possibility that these cascading of events got him killed on top of that. That's like 3 mistakes in a row maybe for Secret here. And now they might lose their tower in the mid. This game changed so much because of that gank that went wrong on Lina. Like almost everything changed.
That plate mail could be game.
Could be. And keep in mind the tempo that Secret chose to go with. They went Blink on the TA first so that he could combo with some of his other heroes for ganking. If that was just a straight Deso, do a smoke gank, get a kill or two, and you take Roshan instantly. Like if you have the TA, you're supposed to be the team that takes Rosh really easily. And now that tempo went to IG. Just really a big testament to what's typical from them. They just beat other teams all the time.
One does have a bit of the Dream Rune here with the haste. OP kind of alone on this bottom, straight up dropping the wards. With their shackle, they'll get it. They're looking for more. Burning and Q. Already on the retreat, mid one. Looking for the chase down with this haste rune. As we see Burning, so much armor though. These hits barely doing anything. The hook actually brings Burning away of this puppy. Gets the 4-man smoke screen. BKB pop from Burning as he tries to man up, but mid one's just doing too much damage. Burning has to get himself out of there. The wolves will continue to chase him down. And a lot of damage coming through. We're seeing that once the war cry wears out, Burning still very vulnerable to the physical burst of Secret, and OP just has to kill himself.
Those were really good reactions from IG. The swap absolutely saving Burning's life there. So technically they only got a deny out of it, but...
Yeah, it seemed like Burning, I did believe the Wolves actually managed to finish him because the Aegis is gone.
Okay, so they were actually able to chase him down. That's right, I did see Wolves chasing him.
The Wolves did it.
So they got him at least. Definitely committed a lot to that, but it was all effective. Interesting item build as well in Abaddon, going for an AC this game. And he actually passed up the experience gain talent. I don't think I've ever seen that for an Abaddon.
So
the 20% experience gain is gotten consistently. 25 damage though does help him carry a bit harder. And with Vlad's into an AC build, it's going to make his overall damage a lot better with the 25 damage. So maybe that's the thought. And pretty consistently in this game, he's just been sitting bottom, pushing the lane. Like, he is the reason that tier 2 tower is gone, as far as I'm concerned. That's because he can do that as well. Abaddon's just very safe with that. So kind of cool to see the playstyle difference. It's working out here, and it's going to make it so much easier when Secret's ready to go high ground. If you had like Midas into Radiance or something, completely different impact.
I mean, and looking at the lineups that both teams have, Secret very much much more suited to building towards this kind of they don't want to take it late against IG's cause.
I think Lycan is pretty good late, but TA definitely falls off as the game goes ultra late, especially against a Pudge. You can't count on Refraction really being very useful at all stages of the game, so there's this like this period past 40 minutes where TA starts having some major issues and just doesn't look like a Sven or even a Lycan. Can they land a good hook though? This could be huge. If you can catch mid one,
that would be perfect. I mean, bo3 has hit some good ones so far this game. Looking towards
mid one.
And he's got him. But you put the quick blink out. Mid one gets out in time before the rock bites through the refraction. Burning, ready for the chase though with the BKB. Looks towards Kezu. Mid one, he's melded up, but the sentry's down. They've got the duel. They'll get the bonus damage. Surely Vexus says no. Mid one gets the kill. The DD is too strong. Finally goes down as bo3 finds the hook. There's a 1-for-1 at the moment. MP looking to make more of it as he goes for OP. Chases down the Lina. bo3 quick out with the TP, and the rest of IG do get away. But Secret, at the end of the day, getting a free dual damage, picking up a Q as well in the river, and taking 3 heroes just for the loss of mid one.
It's a great fight by them. I'm pretty sure that mid one was ready for that. He had Refraction up, hook doesn't do damage. That's why he gets the blink out instantly. But the crucial moment, I think, was Kezu just dominating that fight, instantly shielding and healing the TA to make sure he's at full HP because he knew he was going to get dueled. They end up getting the kill, and then he also removes the stun instantly from Lycan to guarantee the Lina kill. That's massive. I mean, he's got the respawn perk, but he's down to 4 Bloodstone charges right now. All the benefit of the Lina OP-ness respawning instantly, it's going away real fast. Secret winning some crucial fights, taking that tier 1 now. It's really going to help him close out the map and guarantee Roche advantage.
And of course, this is also going to become a bit of an issue for IG in these fights with MP looking to pick up a Diffusal Blade, Puppy as well.
Yeah.
Suddenly, where's your Raw Cry, man?
Yeah, that's a good point. Minus 20 armor for a Diffusal Blade. That's a pretty good trade-off.
Pretty value pickup.
Yeah. He pretty consistently has been going Diffusal. I saw him do this other Lycan games, but it's just the obvious. Guarantee slows, and they don't hard counter you with a Ghost Scepter. So anybody that does want to build into that item build is instantly countered. And they're not even close, because they all built Midases mainly. Diffusal will be a good pickup.
Secret already coming in again to his jungle. Ward is down there from IG. I know that there's something not quite getting dewarded in time there, so IG maintain vision for a little longer around that. Secret, what's their plan? I mean, how rushed do you feel that Secret should feel to make a high ground push happen?
They're fine right now, by all means. Winning that last engagement is good. They're always going to have the Riki advantage as well, so they've always are always going to have the hidden moving ward kind of a thing, at least until IG feels comfortable enough to buy a gem. So I think Secret has at least like 10 minutes here where they feel really comfortable. They're definitely going to want to control the map heavily until the next Roche, take Roche, and then go high ground. That's going to be Secret's timeline most likely. So we'll basically expect like Riki to look for kills, and some core and Secret to help him guarantee that. Maybe OP is going to be the target. Yeah, they get the disable off. Hex on Pilot Eye helping, or Blink on, helping a lot.
Yeah, mid one on his way in with the meld strike. More than enough damage to find OP. Just not get the chance. Bloodstone Suicide actually still on cooldown. Talking about that Bloodstone, now down to 2 charges. It's pretty painful for the Lina.
Yeah, that's really painful. It's okay that it doesn't give that much regen. He'll get by, but the lack of respawn, fast respawn, is going to hurt him. That's one of the cool things about Secret's lineup, really. It just takes one of either support, either Ricky or the Shadow Shaman. They can kill almost any core. And it takes any of their cores other than Abaddon. So all of their pieces fit together so nicely in multiple different ways. The cool thing about Secret's draft. Even though they are countered by the Sven Warcry, as long as IG's spread out, it's still really effective for Secret to get kills. And that helps buy them the time until Roche is up. And they should be able to take Roche easy. Secret's definitely winning the game right now. This is looking a little scary for IG.
Mid one with Blink, Deso, BKB at a fantastic kind of power spike. It's going to be hard for the IG to deal with. They do have 2 forms of initiation, though, of course. They have XXS with his Blink. Burning's now finished up a Blink Dagger as well. So 2 ways that they can get in. I mean, who are the key heroes on Secret's side that you think that these 2 need to be looking at disabling as they jump in?
Easiest target by far is Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
Low HP, he's got decent mobility with Blink Dagger, obviously, but that's the hero to kill, for sure. You can stop him from disabling you for like 8 seconds during the fight. That changes things for sure. You know, the item I'm thinking about, mistake-wise, is definitely I'm looking at Legion's Midas. I feel like if that was a blink, more tempo would have happened from IG, and that wouldn't have allowed Secret to get tempo in the last 5 or 10.
Yeah, I mean, we're 27 minutes in a game, and XXS, he's not won any duels. It's not ideal for a Legion.
Well, he did. He gave somebody dual damage.
He gave someone I gave mid one a bit of extra damage. Mid one sitting on the plus 14.
Yeah, Templar can use damage. I think that's pretty good for her. Pretty good for her.
But XXS certainly not finding the chances to get those big initiations and pick-offs that he would have loved to.
And it's not like he's bad at this here. This is definitely the hero he's known for. He played amazing at DAC using Legion Commander, but I think this is the first time I've seen him go Midas. And I think it's one of the things that happens sometimes. You'll take a hero that you're very comfortable with, and you'll try to adapt it to the expected current meta, and it changes up all your timings, which makes you play a little bit worse because your feel for the game is different because you have a Midas instead of a Blink Dagger at a reasonable time. So now he's playing this like, I'm sitting with my team, I don't have any dual damage, weird kind of playstyle. If this goes really late, Midas will pay off, definitely. But you know, they could have also just gotten ahead and played their normal game. So maybe it'll cost them, but we'll see. Puppey might break the smoke here.
It's been scanned out. They know that there's a movement coming in. Secret, so Puppey will just sit on the high ground. They'll see the action, and Secret will not be caught out by this movement.
It's a small mistake from IG there in that they needed a dust target to be towards the front, or better yet, give it the dust of Legion Commander would have been better because he's got the initiation. So.
And it's these wolves again. You know, I get it's still 20 minutes in the game. MP he has not stopped using the micro to make sure they know exactly what's up from IG. I mean, if you have the skill to do this, it's incredibly powerful having this vision just consistently up and wherever you want it throughout the game.
And it's not just those, it's also the TA traps as well. If you look at the positioning of all of them, they're all common spots that IG heroes are going to ward. They're places where Pudge might be standing. Their vision control is so good right now, and as long as they're kind of aware of when IG is going to smoke, and that one was kind of obvious because they knew Roche was coming up, then they just have to use Puppey to break it, and they can continue controlling the map and out-farming and buying the right items. So I actually really like what Secret's doing this game. No Midases, plain normal Dota. I want somebody in this tournament to show 3+ Midases is not okay, guys.
We might see Pi break that pattern. He's nearly got the goal for his Midas.
I'll let that one go. The 30-minute Shadow Shaman. You know, he didn't get boots until like 4 minutes because Puppey's running around being greedy. So I'll let this one go. I'll always defend a late support Midas when you guys blink already.
Oh, XXS's Midas is off cooldown.
Inefficient.
Come on, XXS. There we go.
Oh, Mud Golems. That's like the worst creep you can use it on. They get very little experience per individual.
It's all about the goal.
More so now, yeah. Absolutely.
I get it, yeah. It depends what. Oh, Q. That's a free one. Comes up to the high ground. XXS is actually going to try and come in on this. Mid one just turns around with the Mavco. Doesn't care about the play ballot. Oh, no, I can't believe it. Once again, XXS throws his life away. Burning trapped up by the walls. It's a triple kill for mid one, and they get OP to kill himself as well. Dude. Secret once again. Is that Puppey with bonus dual damage, or did the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a Ricky with plus 14.
Oh, my goodness. So, XXS still yet to win a duel. And Secret sitting on 2 dual victories so far. Down the mid lane, the tier 2's gone. And this is something as well that we didn't really talk about. The pushing power of this lineup is insane.
Yeah, and they've been building all the items for it, and they didn't get any Midases. They're just aiming for the game win right here. maybe not, they don't have to win right now, but they won that team fight convincingly due to smart play, and they have the perfect items to just wreck these towers, instantly killing them. This is going to be a 2-Rax here. Maybe. At the least, I think they'll get the tier 3 tower. But with AC and a
20
Deso,
seconds, no Sven.
they can poke it. It's going to be dangerous. Without BKB, yeah, they can't get hooked here. If TA gets hooked, she dies, 100%. So they'll play it a little safe. They got a Rax at 30 minutes. That's very effective. They're closing out the map still. They still have TA traps everywhere. They've still got wolves everywhere. Their job is being done. And I'm looking at the Abaddon pick. Man, this is working out so well this game.
He's nearly got an Aghanims.
Yeah, he was safe in his lane, constantly pushing the safe lane, and he's been there for every big duel and guaranteed that his team got the duel damage. Like, it completely changes how effective Legion Commander is when an Abaddon can just pump out heals and shields on one guy so fast. It's like what Abaddon was made for originally, was keep this one guy alive, and against Legion, that is exactly what the hero does.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, this Legion just struggling so much to find. I mean, what can you do as XXS in this sort of situation?
It's
How
a weird.
do you find a use?
It's a weird problem to solve. You have to prevent Abaddon from casting heals and shield on an ally. It's not like you can just get Blade Mail and be like, oh, he's too strong, we'll Blade Mail it back. It doesn't work because you're healing that guy and you're putting a shield on him that only reflects 200 of the damage.
We see XXS trying to jump in there. Will find Puppey. I'll take the Riki at least. Burning's pot the BKB and God Strength for this. They'd love to find more. They'll get the hook onto Kezu. But mid one just jumps in and 2 shots down. The Fat Boy looks towards Q. They'll be able to pick up the Venge as well. A double kill for mid one, as his role in this game continues to be an incredibly strong one. Burning will bring down Pi, but now with the Diffusal Blade charges, just zoning Burning, controlling him out. It's triple kill for mid one, and they're moving on for more. This could be Rampage territory. No, but bo3 will make sure there's no more bloodshed on IG as he hooks back.
The profits of the Pudge Midas.
says he's going to lose another duel. He jumps in, gives away his life to mid one. There's the Ultra. Give the man the Rampage. There we have it. GG is called, and Secret.
That was so cool.
Was this just outplay? Was this an outdraft?
This is an outdraft, an outplay, and out strategy right here. Like, this is the culmination of all the Midas purchases of this tournament so far, and Secret being like, hey,
screw Midas.
Everyone is buying way too many Midases on heroes that they shouldn't be buying Midas on, and we're just going to run a strat that's effective in the laning stage and just is built entirely for the mid game. Because now we saw the value of Pudge Midas there. It was him buying back into the game because they were